Hello students, today we are going to solve the third numerical of moment distribution method without sway. Question is written as analyze the beam shown in figure, also draw the bending moment diagram and the elastic shape or the deflected shape. Now for analyzing this beam, first of all we need to understand this beam ABC. In this beam, there will be three hinge supports at A, B and C. Span AB will carry a uniformly distributed load of intensity 10 kN per meter having a span of 2 meter. Similarly, BC will carry a point load of 20 kN at the center having a span length of 2 meter. Now, for analyzing this beam, first of all, we need to find the fixed end moment. Now we know that the fixed end moment of the span which will carry uniformly distributed load is equals to WL square by 12. So fixed end moment of AB will be equals to minus WL square by 12. Now on putting the value of W as 10, L as 2 divided by 12, we will get this value as minus 3.33 kilonewton meter. Similarly, we can determine the fixed end moment of BA which will be equals to plus WL square by 12. On putting all the value, we will get plus 10 into 2 square divided by 12. It will be equals to plus 3.33 kilonewton meter. Now, for finding the fixed end moment of BC, which will carry a point load at the center, its value will be equals to minus WAB square upon L square. Now, putting the value of A as 1 meter, B as 1 meter, we will get this equation as minus 20 into 1 square divided by 2 square. We will get this value as minus 5 kilonewton meter. Similarly, the fixed end moment of CB will be equals to plus WA square B upon L square. On putting all the value, we will get this as 5 kilonewton meter. So we had determined all the values, that is fixed end moment of AB, BA, BC and CB. Now we need to distribute this moment. For distribution of this moment, we need to find the distribution factor. Okay. Now at joint B, there will be two members meeting, that is BA and BC. So the moment is distributed in span BA as well as in span BC. Now when we stand on B and when we see support A, this is the hinge support. So whenever the far end is hinged, the stiffness will be equals to 3 EI by L, and here the L value is 2. Similarly, when we stand on B and when we see the support C, it is hinge support. So whenever the far end is hinged, the stiffness of that beam will becomes 3 EI by L. So it will be equals to 3 EI by 2. On adding both these values, we will get the total stiffness as 3 EI. Now for finding the distribution factor, we need to divide the stiffness of a particular member by the total stiffness. On dividing this value by the total stiffness, we will get the distribution factor as 0.5 for span BA as well as 0.5 for span BC. So we need to distribute the moment. So for the distribution of moment, we need to form a table like this, which is shown here. Now at support B, there will be two members, that is BA and BC, whose distribution factor is 0.5 and 0.5. So we had written the distribution factor as 0.5 and 0.5. Now the fixed end moment which we had already calculated needs to be written here, that is minus 3.33 plus 3.33 minus 5 and plus 5. Now due to hinge support at A and C, the net moment will be 0 at support A and C. So to make the net moment at A and C 0, we need to induce or apply the moment of equal magnitude but opposite in direction at C and A. So here the moment will be equals to minus 5 and here the moment will be equals to plus 3.33. Now we need to transfer the carry over to the far support, that is support B, which is a continuous support, so it behaves like a fixed support. So we need to transfer the carryover of the applied moment to the far end support, that is B, which is equals to half of the magnitude of the applied moment with same sign. So it will be equals to plus 1.67 and it will be equals to minus 2.5. Now for finding the initial moment, we need to add the fixed end moment and release of hinge. So it will be equals to 0. On adding these two values, we will get plus 5. On adding these two values, we will get minus 7.5, and on adding these two values, we will get 0. Now at support B, there will be an unbalanced moment of minus 2.5, because when we add 5 minus 7.5, it will be equals to minus 2.5. So due to this unbalanced moment, the beam will tries to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. To make the equilibrium of the beam, we need to create an equal moment of same magnitude but opposite in direction, that is plus 2.5 kilonewton meter moment. Now this is the applied moment, so we need to distribute it in span BA as well as in span BC according to their distribution factor. So in span BA, the net moment that is transferred to the span BA will be equals to the applied moment into distribution factor of BA, which will be equals to 0.5. So this value will be equals to plus 1.25. Similarly for BC, it will be equals to the applied moment into distribution factor of BC, which will be equals to 0.5. So the value will be equals to plus 1.25. So here balancing moment is plus 1.25 as well as plus 1.25. Now we need to transfer the carryover of this applied moment to the far end, that is A and C, but due to the hinge support at A and C, they will not be able to carry any moment, so the carryover will be equals to 0. Now for finding the final end moments, we need to add the initial moment and later on moments on every span. So when we add these two values, the final end moment will be equals to 0. When we add these two values, it will be equals to plus 6.25. Similarly, minus 6.25 and 0. So the net moment acting at support B, now it will be equals to 0. So there will be no unbalanced moment. So we had distributed all the moments correctly. Now we need to find the support reaction according to these movements. Okay students, so for the determination of support reaction, we had again made the beam as ABC, which is shown on your screen. Now we will distribute the beam like this, that is span AB as well as span BC. That is the simple method of the calculation of support reaction. Now due to this uniformly distributed load of 10 kilonewton per meter, there will be a support reaction of half of the magnitude of the total load acting in the downward direction, which will be equals to 10 into 2, that is 20 kilonewton. So it will be 10 kilonewton at A, similarly 10 kilonewton at B. Now the total load acting on the span BC will be equals to 20 kilonewton at the center. So the reaction at B and C will be equals to 10 kilonewton and 10 kilonewton. Now this is the reaction according to the given loading. Now we had to calculate the reaction according to the moment acting on various spans. Okay. Now at support A, there will be a 0 moment. So we had made 0 moment like this because the net moment acting at support A will be equals to 0. Now on span BA, the moment will be equals to plus 6.25. So it will be equals to plus 6.25, that will be in clockwise direction. So the net moment will be equals to plus 6.25, which will tries to rotate this beam in clockwise direction. For maintaining the equilibrium of beam AB, we need to create an equal moment of opposite sign, that is in anti-clockwise direction. So we had made the reaction like this. Due to this reaction, there will be a couple acting in the anti-clockwise direction, and its magnitude will be equals to the net moment acting on the span AB divided by the span of AB, which will be 2 meter, and this will be also same, that is 6.25 divided by 2. So its value will be equals to 3.125. Similarly, 3.125. Now, the moment that will be acting at span BC will be equals to minus 6.25. So we had made the moment like this, that is in anti-clockwise direction of magnitude 6.25, and at span CB it will be 0. So we had made 0 like this. So the net moment that will be acting on the span BC will be 6.25 in the anti-clockwise direction. Now to maintain the equilibrium of beam BC, we need to create a clockwise moment of 6.25. So the reaction direction will be like this, because they will create a clockwise couple of 6.25, and its value will be equals to the net moment acting on the span BC divided by the span length, that is 2 meter. It will be equals to 3.125. Similarly, it will also be equals to 6.25 divided by 2, 3.125. So the net reaction acting at A will be the sum of this reaction due to external loading and this reaction due to the moment. So it will be equals to RA will be equals to 6.875 kilonewton in the upward direction. Similarly, we can calculate here RB1, which will be equals to 13.125 in upward direction. Similarly, RB2, that will be equals to 13.125 kilonewton in upward direction. Similarly, RC will be equals to 6.875 kilonewton in the upward direction. Now for the calculation of total reaction, we need to add this reaction for finding the RB, which will be equals to 26.25 kilonewton that will be acting in the upward direction. So we had computed the reaction at A, which will be equals to 6.875 acting in the upward direction, RB is 26.25 acting in the upward direction, and RC is 6.875 acting in the upward direction. Now we need to plot the bending moment diagram as well as the deflected shape or elastic curve of the beam ABC. Now due to this given loading of 10 kN per meter on span AB, the maximum positive midspan bending moment will be equals to WL square by 8, and its shape is parabolic because of the uniformly distributed load. So it will be equals to like this. Okay student, and its magnitude will be equals to WL square by 8. On putting the value, we will get this value as plus 5 kilonewton meter. Now due to point load on span BC, its value will be equals to WAB by L, and its shape is triangle shape because of point load. So it will be like this, and its magnitude will be equals to WAB by L. On putting the value, we will get this value as plus 10 kilonewton meter. Now this is the maximum mid-span positive bending moment. Now we had also calculated the moment at A, B and C. Now the sign convention which we will use for plotting our moments that we had calculated, that is like this. On the left hand side of section XX, if the moment is negative, then it will be plotted above the axis, or if the moment is positive, then it will be plotted below the axis. Similarly, on the right hand side of section XX, if the moment is positive, then we need to plot it above the axis, and if the moment is negative, then we need to plot it below the axis. Okay students, now at A, the moment is 0, so 0 will be like this. Now we will create a section XX like this. Now on right hand side of section XX, that is BA, the moment is plus 6.25. So if the moment is positive on the right hand side of section XX, then it will be plotted above the baseline or the axis. So it will be equals to plus 6.25. Now in the second span BC, suppose that section is this. So on the left hand side of section, that is on span BC, the moment is negative. So on left hand side of section XX, if the moment is negative, then it will be plotted above the axis. So we had plotted it above the axis. Now at support C, the moment calculated is 0. So we had plotted this point as 0. Now we need to join this by a straight line, that is like this. Similarly, that is like this. Now the moment which we had calculated is throughout negative moment, because fixed end moment is throughout negative. So it will be negative, it will be negative, and it will be negative. Now the midspan moment is always positive, so this moment is positive, this moment is also positive. Here the positive and negative moment has compensated each other, so the net moment acting on this beam will be only this, like this. In this span the positive moment will be there, in this there will be the negative moment, and in this there will be always positive moment. So in the bending moment diagram, there will be 2 point of contraflexure, that is the point of contraflexure where bending moment curve changes its sign or its nature. Now we need to plot the deflected shape of this beam. For the plotation of deflected shape, we need to transfer this point, that is the point of contraflexure point, like this. Okay. Now in this region, that is in this region, the net moment is positive, so we need to make the sagging shape throughout up to this point. Okay. Now due to hinge support at support A, the shape will be like this, that is throughout sagging moment. Now in the middle portion there will be negative moment acting from this point to this point, so there will be a hogging shape like this, and due to support at B, the deflected shape will need to touch the base axis. Okay, that is support B. Now in the remaining portion the moment is throughout positive, so the remaining shape will be sagging nature, like this. Now this is sagging, and this whole portion is hogging. Now this point where the deflected shape changes its curvature or changes its direction, that point is known as point of inflection. Where the deflected shape changes its curvature, that point is known as point of inflection. So we had completely analyzed the beam ABC. We had determined all the moments at A, B and C. We had completely determined the support reactions, that is RA, RB and RC. We had plotted the bending moment diagram as well as the elastic curve of this beam. That is all about this numerical. Thank you very much, students.